Hello, everyone, and welcome to the wonderful, magical world of Faerun. We return once again to the city of Merida with our Legion of the West Wind Corps coming back on their search for what the diddly darn heck is happening with the multiples assassinations and the now missing Rogan and familiar faces. Let's see what the heck is going on over with, let's start off with Zen and Ziel. How's it going over at
Pizza Party? Pizza Party
Was
with
it
the
Pizza
boys.
Temple?
Pizza Party.
Do we agree that it was Pizza Temple?
I know for a fact because one, I just edited this last night, but also because no one out pizzas the temple.
No one out pizzas the temple. Okay, so we're at Pizza Temple.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can.
Oh, that's the name, Pizza Hut. That makes so much more sense because
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but it's a temple because holy.
But it's a temple.
We're in the Holy Land. We must take back the
Their
Holy
deals
Land.
are holy. No one out pizzas the temple.
Anyways, so we're at Pizza Hut. We chilling and everything. What do we do?
You get to Pizza Temple. It is just a small little. There's a indoor lot for you guys to throw a birthday party for this mage. The Sphinx, by the way.
He goes like
Tessa, who speaks like because she has a snake tongue.
She has a snake lisp.
She has a snake's tongue. Yeah, she has. It's a speaking condition. So don't make fun of her for it, or else you guys will all be assholes.
I'm gonna bully her till she goes to Twitter for help.
Or else you guys are gonna get canceled on Twitter.
A platform which I don't use.
Partial tongue rights.
That I am not recommending.
A platform that none of us use, except I think Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. None of us use Twitter.
I try to stay undercover.
Anyways, moving right along. So you guys get in there. It's a little mom and pop shop. It's Pizza Temple. It was created by a group of clerics devoted to grain and food and all that cool stuff and gluttony. You can see back in the kitchen, they have a few magical powered ovens powered by sacred flames. There's a few people. There's the actual owner of Pizza Temple,
is the
who
owner
I'm choosing to. I'm gonna.
Is it
know
Papa
what?
John?
It is now.
It's Papa John.
No, it's Papa. It's Papa Jonathan.
Papa New Guinea.
So Papa Jonathan, the owner of Pizza Temple, he's like the big head honcho. He is you can see him out back. He has summoned his sacred weapon, which is one of like those pizza paddles that they like use to like flip the pizza and like shimmy them around inside the actual oven. That is his sacred weapon. And you see he cast the spell Hero's Feast for a small group of young orc children, who, by the way, our good friend Zen will recognize one of the orcish children as the kid whose dad is like super big and stuff, and who thought that you looked pretty cool, mister.
Like a bear.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we have a friend bear with us now.
You're like as big as a bear.
We have a bear with us now.
The child does not notice you, but you definitely notice this small orcish child from before, from when you got off the boat, who thought,
"Notice me, senpai."
We have been crushed by this small child and his lack of good memory.
Anyway, Papa Jonathan himself shows up and casts Hero's Feast, which is you know for a fact is a very high level spell for these small kids. So Papa Jonathan, he don't mess around. He is like Papa Jonathan.
He's not. You think he's messing around with that guy?
He's the owner of Pizza Temple, and no one out pizzas the temple, as we've established.
No one out pizzas the temple for a reason. Because anyone that tries to out pizza the temple gets smote into dust.
Or gets folded.
They get folded in half and seared. They get made into a pizza.
Yeah.
Anyone that tries to out pizza the temple gets put into a pizza.
Sort of
their bones get used as seasoning, and their eyes get used as
their bones get grounded up and used as salt.
No one out pizzas the temple because Papa Jonathan is there. Papa Jonathan, who works at Pizza Temple.
Turns people
Recently,
into
there has
balloons.
been some competition from what's another pizza brand
Domino's.
other than Pizza.
Dominic the Dominican
Okay,
Republic.
there's been
Domino's.
there's been a recent competition between Pizza Temple and Dice. Dice being Dice being the competitive brand to Pizza Temple, a lot more shady and a lot more gambly with Pizza Temple.
Dicey pizza.
Does he have a dice for his head?
You roll, and depending on what you get is how many toppings you get and
That's
how much you
yeah,
pay.
sure. It's as Pizza Temple is run by a cleric of the god of like grain and feasts and gluttony and stuff. Dice is run by like an archdevil who is like trying to grow his brand in like he's trying to grow his brand in actual like the material plane instead of the nine hells. Whereas Papa Jonathan's Pizza Temple is a lot more like mom and pop, a lot more personal. The actual Papa Jonathan is a character now. I'm giving Papa Jonathan lore. Whereas Papa Jonathan no. Anyways, whereas Papa Jonathan is like a mom and pop shop, it's very rustic, it's very like welcoming. Dice is a lot more like corporate marble and like it's very sleek. It's a lot of like dark blacks and red carpet and stuff. Papa Jonathan is still handily fending off his position in Merida as #1 pizza brand because no one out pizzas the temple. However, he is currently still organizing his coup of overthrowing Dice with holy light.
With holy light.
With his holy pizza paddle.
He brought in Jesus in this fight, bro.
He shall excise sin from Dice.
He went to one of the local priests and was like, "Hey, can you christen my paddle, please? Can it be a holy pizza paddle?"
Holy doesn't need to be Catholic.
But it's funnier if it is.
No what? He's not working with the god of like grain and gluttony. He's a good old. He's the first Christian. He's the first canonical Christian we have come across. You hear him say, you hear someone back in the kitchen like drops a piece of pizza and they say, "Ah, Jesus Christ!" And like a little orc kid's like, "You mean that guard?" And they're like, no, we have a different Jesus Christ who just so happens to also be named Jesus Christ. Well, that's a very specific.
Also named
and
Jesus
the soldier's
Christ.
just a Mexican. His name is.
So these are the first canonical Christians in our D&D adventure. Moving right along, back to the actual plot. Aside from the side tangent where no one out pizzas the temple and the corporate rivalry here. So you guys are setting up a birthday party for a Sphinx, and in order to draw out assassins. So this is what we're doing, and it's somehow more incredible than whatever the hell that was. So this Sphinx, she is like she's body of a lion, head of a woman, snake's tongue apparently. It's exactly what you'd imagine. She is just
snake's tongue
covered.
Apparently, you made the character. You realize that, right?
Yeah, I know. It's anyways, they are just covered head to toe in jewels, like all sorts of gold and like diamonds and rubies and stuff.
Nice.
We are currently waiting for all of the guests to arrive, so we've got a little bit of mystery on our hands as you wait alongside the monk, the soldier monk, who I'm gonna name
Jacob.
Sartorius.
It's Jacob. Jacob Sartorius the monk.
Oh no.
Jacob Sartorius the monk, and the Sphinx, our good friend Hessa, or should I say, is they're waiting rather patiently. Tessa realizes that it's both not her birthday and on short notice, but she is extremely fussy as she is very specific with what kind of birthday gift she's expecting as she talks to Mr. Sartorius.
I want a red pony and a pink dragon, and by gosh, if my dad doesn't give me a house, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life.
You can tell that she definitely is rich enough to the point where that would be her upbringing.
You can buy an entire land.
She could probably,
Daddy, I want a squirrel.
She could buy you.
Daddy, I just want an entire acre of land.
Yeah, so she is one of the few. She's one of the few remaining magic users currently in the overall alliance, the Adizzian Alliance territory, and Adizzia has sent her off to Merida, not as on vacation as most of the wizards that come here would normally do. They have sent Hessa over to Merida for this very reason, because she's smug, and she's definitely a little on the she's definitely a little on the prissy side. She's a little spoiled, but it's for good reason. She has the power to back it up.
Imagine having the power to back it up. Hold up. Back it up.
Back it up? I don't understand the emphasis that's going on here.
2 steps this time.
Have anything that you're
not
sharing with
this
us
time? Right foot, let's go. Left foot, let's go. Hands on your knees. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the words.
I don't know. I don't remember either. I don't dance.
Charlie Brown.
The most well-known
One hot
song. I'm pretty sure that's the most well-known song in the world, although I could be wrong. I think in North America.
Oh, wait.
Definitely be.
Shouldn't we have taken a long rest at some point? I feel like we probably should have taken a long rest at some point.
You should have, but you're already here, and it's too late to go back.
All right, because I still have the damage from smoking.
Yeah, you're keeping that for now. Remember, kids, don't do drugs. Winners don't do drugs.
Winners don't do drugs. So
are
you implying earlier on that I'm gonna lose?
I'm implying that if you continue to do drugs, you will lose. It will be detrimental to you afterwards. I'm implying that doing drugs will be detrimental if that's what you're asking.
Nice.
That doing drugs will not be harmless on your system. Winners don't do drugs.
It will result you to actual death.
Oh.
Remember, kids, if you want to win in D&D, don't do drugs.
Don't do
real
drugs
life or otherwise.
Or otherwise. Unless it's the totally cool drugs, that is.
The totally cool
drugs. Like
antidepressants
and stuff, and like anti-anxiety pills, in which case take your meds. I mean, take your meds, bucko.
Only if they're prescribed to you.
Just do it.
All right.
I'm just the frick word out.
Yeah. Anyways, are we actually gonna get to the plot?
Medical,
are we actually gonna?
Yeah.
Maybe we should stop talking
back to the plot that's happening. Apparently, people begin to flood in. You see a few, obviously, more of the just regular Fire Genasi guards, the monks and stuff. You see a few elves that start to go in. I think 1 or 2 humans. Feel free to converse amongst them as you try to draw out the potential assassin in this murder party.
All right. So I assume I shouldn't talk to Hessa, right?
I mean, you don't have to. You could.
All
but
right.
Also, I have to ask, did you tell Papa Jonathan beforehand that there would be a murder today? Because there is currently a children's birthday party going on directly next to you guys.
I thought the monk was the one who planned this.
You planned it together. I'm asking you guys, would you have warned Papa Jonathan?
What? Yeah, I'm definitely warning him. He's gonna cook up some fire pizza, bro. I'm actually
go up to Papa Jonathan. How did you tell him in advance that there would be a murder?
We're trying to
there was going to be a fight.
Hey, Papa John, what's good?
Papa John. No one's referred to me as Papa John. You haven't earned the right of pick. I have just met you. I am Papa Jonathan. owner of the pizza temple.
Pardon my bad manners, Father Jonathan.
Chicken bacon.
I am the Papa John. The Papa John.
Pardon my manners. All right. I'm sorry. But I'd like to tell you, you might notice we just came with a slightly big group, and a mage. So, we're trying to rat out an assassin. So there may or may not be a murder or several tonight.
Okay. Just keep the blood to a minimum. I don't want to have that'll take a whole minute of prestidigitation.
Try to get the kids.
Yeah, okay. I'll shield. Well, kids, they need to learn about murder eventually.
Oh, all right.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, I guess.
We live in a world with werewolves and
they
stuff.
might have to experience that.
Dude, there's murder every other day.
They might be the ones about to die.
That is literally wielding a battle axe, and you see he gestures over to a little halfling kid who has she's decorated her battle axe. It's bedazzled and it has little pink unicorns
those dollar store jewels that stick on.
Yeah, there's the equivalent. There's copper store jewels emblazoned upon the that have been stuck on. They're
nice.
Yeah, they're tiny little prestidigitation jewels that have been created and packaged in. She got them at the copper store, and she's attached them to her little halfling battle axe. You can see there's another kid with this kid's got a cool ass blue mohawk, and he's a tiefling. He's got his spear, and it's all black, but it's got red racing flames on it on the sides. And you can tell he's a cool kid. The point being, murder is not an uncommon occurrence in the Adizian territories, it would seem.
All right.
They are obviously out.
Speaking of murder, can we skip ahead to the murder?
We can skip ahead if you don't want to interact with anyone. If you guys just want to hide your time.
Who is where? What do they look like? I guess I have to roll insight or perception or investigation. Which one? Investigation. I'm going to investigate, right?
Root out, which person of these people could possibly be the murderer. Insight will come when you actually want to inquire into their character. So yeah, you can roll investigation.
I got a 15.
15.
Pizza.
You can eat. You sit back and relax and enjoy some of Papa Jonathan's professional.
Like health or something.
As you scan the room, and you the whole world turns into a noir film for you as you sit back in your chair. As you sit back in your chair and take a long puff from a cigar that is definitely not a cigar. It's stuffed crust.
It's just a breadstick.
Just a breadstick. It's a breadstick. Screw it. It's a breadstick that you've put into your mouth and set on fire for no particular reason, and you're sucking in smoke. You take a bite.
We've learned our lesson.
You you sit back in your chair, and the whole world turns into a noir film, a very pizza-based noir film. It was a cold.
Benny?
It was a cold evening in Merida. I was approached by Jacob Sartorius, and I was contracted to hunt down an assassin. There was a broad, a mage, and so on and so forth. Yada yada. Noir film jibber jabber. You look around. There were 2 elves, not the normal type of elves that you'd see in this territory. Elves burnt like a fresh patty on pavement. New Orleans, some heat wave or something.
What?
I don't know. I'm speaking noir film.
It's New Orleans.
New Orleans heat wave. Elves burnt like a patty on a New Orleans heat wave.
On the pavement of Old Orleans. Old Orleans, which exists in this world.
Gotta find Old Zealand now.
Found Old Orleans. Old Zealand's a thing. Old Zealand's also a thing.
Not New Orleans.
What about Waterland? What about Waterland and Redland? Instead of Greenland and Iceland?
Yeah, I figured. It's Fireland.
Yeah.
Except nothing's on fire in Fireland. Only Redland is on fire because, of course, it would keep the stupid name.
And Fireland is like Red Mountains.
Yeah,
like Red Clay Mountains.
Yeah, it's like red. It's red mesa biomes.
Yeah.
When they named them,
do you think it was why did they name it? Like it's stupid.
I don't think it was
like that to get people to move to Greenland, because if it was named Iceland, because they saw Iceland and they're like, oh, it's so green, so Greenland must be even better. So that they could get them to move to Greenland, and then it gets all icy.
So
and
basically,
like,
they did that for marketing skills.
It was a scam.
Yeah, it was a marketing scam.
It was for marketing.
Greenland is a scam.
What the hell?
It was for immigration marketing purposes.
Wow. I thought that was for like humor, like back
all
then. Like, it'd be funny.
Like, haha, let's name our entire countries wrong.
They all they put into an agreement too.
That'll show the British.
Everything anyone did up north back then was despite the British.
All right.
Anything any new countries.
So, did I get any information from my roll of 15 besides
there
was a broad, a mage,
New
elves,
yes. Old Orleans, Old Zealand. You deduce that the elves are both the elves and the humans are not in the military, and they are in fact not seemingly in active duty, from what you can tell.
All right, can I walk up to one of the elves and roll investigation on specifically one of the elves?
Yes.
Whichever one's to my left.
There are two elves and
I got a 15 again.
Insight. So you.
Oh wait, no, that's investigation. Insight's a different roll. 1 second. Insight's minus 1.
Oh, yeah,
so I have to change that roll. Let me just re-roll.
So do you still want to investigate the elf, or do you want to ask?
I'm inciting the elf. I keep getting 14s with my plus my whatever my modifier is. 3 14s in a row. You
incite the elf, and you the noir film kind of fades away, and you finish up your breadstick, which is searing on the end. So you kind of like, instead of like waiting for it to cool down, you kind of like, you just in your mouth instead of like waiting for it to cool down, as any normal person does.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's what you always do with the breadsticks.
As any normal person.
What else would I do?
Yeah, you just on the thing until you eat it all, and your throat is like singed. Clearly not anymore from the previous cigar. Any hoozles. So you move right along with you stroll on up to one of the elves, and with a insight check of 13, you sort of saunter on up, and the first thing you notice about this person is that they have a large scar across their face. And they definitely notice you looking. They're like, hey, what's it to you, pal?
No, I wanted to like put my arm on their shoulder. On their shoulder.
Huh?
I want to like walk up, put my arm on their shoulder, and just look them up and down. Like,
hey,
I want to be openly suspicious.
Hey, how's it going, pally? What's the diddly doolio?
Nice scars, boy. I'm sorry, no.
Nice Italian in the hood or something.
Nice scars. Well, I'm talking in this voice.
Hey, don't talk about my scar. You know, my friends, they call me Scarface, but I prefer being called Snorky.
God.
What do I call you?
Reference? Snorky.
I hate that reference so much.
I don't know that reference.
It's Al Capone. Yeah. This character is Al Capone.
Oh, no.
So anyway,
Christ. Oh my gosh.
What's the call you, pally?
What can I call you?
Want to know where I got these? You can call me Snorky like everyone else.
All right, Scarface.
Snorky the
Hey, don't call me that, Busta. Want to know where I got these scars?
Yes, actually, I'm quite curious.
Did you call him a pasta?
Honestly, I have no idea. I just woke up one day.
I was in the bar, and the next thing you know, I got the scar.
One crazy night filled with fairy dust.
Oh boy, angel dust.
Phew! I swear it was crazy. What's angel dust?
drug.
Hey, big guy, what's this angel dust stuff you're talking about? I've never heard of it. I've only ever heard of fairy dust.
Actual world.
Oh, hell of a
just
high.
another name. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it because I don't want people to think I'm a drug dealer or anything.
All right,
so I'm just gonna
yeah.
I know those joiks up in Celestia. Forget about them.
What's the monk's name again?
Forget about it.
Jacob Sartorius.
Oh, that's the monk's name. The guy with the stick of his butt.
Yes, the guy with the stick of his butt. Literally.
We gave that. Okay, so I go up to Jacob Sartorius, and I tell him, "Yo, has Corbin? Has anyone heard from him yet? It's
well, we haven't really heard from him much since we haven't really heard from we again, we just left and this party was pretty rushed, but yeah, we haven't heard from him. At least I haven't heard anything since we left, like updates on him.
Great. That's what we love to hear.
Even though you're the one that's telling the story. All right.
What?
No new story. I mean, wait. No new. Forget it. Never mind. Future Liam, cut this out. You know, like what you usually do when Declan says his ums.
What?
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
What? Did I cut out?
No, you didn't. I'm just confused.
No, I didn't. Okay. So what are you? Never mind. Forget it. I don't know what I'm saying
I guess you
anymore.
could say that Corvin hasn't hit us back.
Yeah,
I don't know why I said that like a reference.
It wasn't. It was.
I don't know why I said that like a reference to a song that doesn't exist.
That doesn't exist.
Because I am not a songwriter.
Definitely. Are you?
No.
I'm joking.
I get confused a lot for some kid named like, what do we want the fictional name for Jacob Sartorius to be?
No.
What are we thinking?
Jacob Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay, so Jacob Tyrannosaurus. Yeah, he's a Dragonborn. He's this Dragonborn kid. Boy, can that kid sing. Yeah. He's.
When you go to sleep at night.
Wake up in the morning. You can wear my tunic. Yeah. So Jacob Tyrannosaurus. Yeah. He's very similar to my name, Jacob Sartorius. We just so happened to share
happy to be distant cousins.
All right.
You know, he sang such songs as Tunic, Natural 20 or Natural 1, Last Message, No Tunes, Beating Stick, All My Party Members, YouTube, and I mean, God damn it, I'm just reading through Jacob Sartorius songs, reimagining them.
Okay, that's where this
okay,
is going.
Let's skip ahead to the murder.
Let's get past Jacob Tyrannosaurus songs. So as this goes on for a while, somebody casts darkness. You can tell straight away. You know what happened. There was a caster, and they cast darkness on this little area.
Witchcraft.
Wait, what are my spells? I forgot what my spells are. 1 second. Darkness is like magical darkness, right? So it doesn't matter what I do. Yeah.
No one can see through it.
Even with like fire or something, right?
Yeah. As this happens, you hear a large screech. And then you hear a rustling. And then
Jonathan,
can I set off a bomb?
After that, you hear a thud. I'm describing. This all happens in an instant. So first you hear a screech, then you hear a thud, then you hear, okay, screech, thud. I feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah,
okay,
I feel like you're missing
a knife.
Screech, thud,
chunk.
Then you hear the rustling of footsteps. I guess would be next, and then you hear.
Okay. Oh no, we actually have to play detective.
And then you hear throwing of something that seems to be like cloth or something. And you hear a small scuffle and then another scuffle and then it ends.
The darkness is off, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I quickly look over. Is the door open now? Has the door moved? That's what I want to know first.
The door is not open. Everyone is still here except for the notable exception of Hessa, who is now dead on the floor.
What the hell? Oh no!
Jesus Christ!
Can I loot Hessa's dead body?
Huh?
Can I loot Hessa's dead body?
What the hell, man?
I guess.
To look for clues. Look for clues.
You're looting. Yeah, looting her body for clues. Wink, wonk.
Yeah.
See how she died.
You loot her dead body for clues. Wink, wink.
Exactly.
Yeah,
see how she died. You know.
There are some heavy air quotes on those clues.
Yeah.
Which you'll obviously be confiscating for evidence.
Correct? Yeah. Yes. Most of it. Some of it I might let.
Most of it. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta leave something for the burial. Jesus.
Yeah. All right. What do I have to roll to loot Hessa's body?
No, you can just, I guess, loot her dead body in front of everyone.
Well, should I roll
However,
investigation? I'm rolling investigation.
That will probably incriminate you if the first thing you do after she dies is begin rummaging through her body. So
all right, fine. Do I know what direction the cloth throw noise came from?
You see, I'm not gonna make you roll for that. I'll tell you each of the things individually, but you're gonna have to roll an investigation roll to kind of like put it together. So you can see on the floor there are three blood-stained cloaks, and there are 3 people now missing cloaks. There is Al Capone, the snorky guy.
No.
There is the one of the humans is now missing a cloak that is blood splatter, and one of the monks is now missing a cloak in his blood. So each
Avatar.
Not the Avatar.
Avatar, not his cloak. Oh no. Anyways, moving along from the murder. Oh no, his cloak is ruined. Oh, geez, it's gonna take a whole color spray to get rid of that.
How dare you? I trusted you, Aang.
It'll take a 6-second using of prestidigitation to get rid of that stain.
Can I roll insight or investigation on each of the cloaks?
Yes, you can roll investigation on one of them for now. If you roll on all of them at once,
I got another 14. Oh my god.
If you roll on all of them at once, you could, like, it'll be a higher DC if you roll again. So 14 for now is, which one do you want to look at? The human cloak, the elven cloak, or the monk cloak?
I want to know if Aang's innocent or not. So the monk cloak.
The monk cloak looks like it's been smeared with blood. It has a handprint that as if it's been smeared with blood.
That's what I thought. All right.
I definitely thought you were gonna say smeared with something that's not. That's. Oh no.
Anyways, can I investigate people's hands now?
You can.
Everyone, show me your hands. That's what I yell.
Oi, oi, oi! What gives you authority?
I'm in the military.
Someone got murdered.
And I'm in the military. Therefore, I have authority.
You're some sort of hot shot.
Yes, that's what authority is. I'm in the military, giving me authority.
Forget it. But fine. Everybody puts up their hands. You can see the other elf that's with Al Capone. Elf is definitely he was like the first one to put up his hands, and then after that it was the human. The humans put him up, and then the monks for some reason had hesitated for a few seconds.
So do I see blood on any of their hands?
You do not see blood on.
Are any of them wearing gloves?
None of them are wearing gloves.
Can I quickly get Josh to run outside and see if there's anything to track, like footsteps going out that are fresh, or?
Yes, you can. Let's roll for Josh. I'll just roll Josh. Roll D20 plus 2.
Right. We're getting this. We're getting this solved. Don't worry. Wait, this means I'm not getting my fucking scroll. My flipping. Oh, geez, that's a 17. Never mind.
9. He got a 19. So Josh is definitely he can tell, he sniffed around. No one came in or out the door.
All right.
And and in conjunction with that, Josh definitely does not smell any new people scents on the inside either. So you can tell no one came in or out of this pizza temple within the time that the darkness spell was active.
Okay, Chris, you can look around now if you want. Do you want to look around, Chris?
Just totally unrelated. The kids at the party table over are like cheering. They're like, "Whoa! This is awesome!" These are very murder happy children.
I want to speak to their parents now.
Well, no. Let's solve the murder first.
1 second. Let me.
You have better investigation and better insight than I do. So
Josh is going full Karen. I'm sorry, I can't stop him. Let me speak to your parents. All these violent murders you're watching, you kids nowadays. Again, I remind you that there is actually the little girl that you've met before, who now does recognize you.
I thought it was a little boy.
It was a little girl.
Oh, okay.
A little orc girl.
That was a guy. Anyways, so yeah, Chris, do some investigate. You've better rolls than I do. You've better insight and investigation than I do, and I think better intimidation as well. 1 second. No, I have better intimidation. Can I try to intimidate Snorky, whatever his name is?
Snorky, yes. You can roll to intimidate Snorky.
Or can I roll to intimidate his friend, actually, the other elf?
Yeah, sure.
I got a 13. But he was easily scared.
Snorky goes in between you. He's like, yay! You trying to intimidate my friend here? You trying to push him around? Hey, big shot over here from the military. Thinks he can push people around. Hey, get out of here. Watch it, Buster.
I don't suppose I'm allowed to hit him.
You can try and hit
him.
If you want to go full rogue cop on a mission.
Like, can I, like, backhand him, but, like...
You can backhand
but, like, booming blade backhand him, so if he tries to get up, he can't?
You can try and... You can use booming blade with a melee attack with just your fist. I'm going to say that. For the rule of cool.
For plot purposes. Alright. So, I roll to hit with unarmed strike. That's +3. That's the same roll I just did, so... Whoop. I got an 18 to hit.
Wait, are you trying to push him to the ground or backhand?
I'm trying to, like, backhand him so he falls. Like, sort of like slap him out of the way. Like, he can't...
okay, I'm going to say...
F off kind of thing.
A push attack. So yeah, that's an 18 strength check against his... I'll just make him base. So 7... yeah, you easily overpower him. You push him to the ground with the backhand. He, like, falls down. He's like, oi! he's like kind of like taken aback that anyone even touched him.
Lamau.
Like big bark, no bite.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna hit. Yeah, alright. So if he moves, he takes 1d8 of thunder damage before the spell ends, which is 1 round. So does he try to get up to like be like, hey, or does he just stay down? Is he smart?
He realizes that you've cast Booming Blade on him.
Oh,
for
wait,
a second.
Can I roll intimidation at him and just stare at him and be like, don't you move?
I'll let you roll again, to try that.
14, that's probably
I'm gonna say in his current position, he kind of like grumbles for a second. He's like, and then he just kind of stays in place, accepting where he is right now, although visibly disgruntled.
All right, now I turn to everyone, because at this point, everyone should be a bit realize that I'm not playing no games. All right, and I go, all right. If anyone has anything to confess, fess up now. Maybe I won't harm you. And I have a big smile on my face. I just want to say I have a very big smile on my face.
roll again. Do you want to like do it as in like a threat, or as in like a
just in general? I just say it. I smile.
persuasion? Roll persuasion for me.
Persuasion. All right, my persuasion is also +3 anyways. So I got a 9.
No one comes forward.
All right. Can I keep hitting people until someone? Or does Chris? Do you have anything you want to do? Or can I just
want to go around punching people to like mess?
Yes. Or until I find clues.
I'm gonna say it's Chris's. Chris can try and do something.
Yeah.
So
Please
what
do
is
something better than I'm doing.
do? So there is a dead body here. There is a dead body in the middle of the room. People are seriously taken aback by it, except for children for some reason.
Maybe the children are the murderers.
Can I slam the table and then like intimidate people to confess their sins or confess that they've done it?
All right, so that's a +2 for you. Roll.
Okay, hold on.
Declan.
What the hell? Discord is
Hello?
lagging on me.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Declan, can you do it, please? Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Okay, go right ahead, babe.
Because, yeah.
He got a 19.
Awesome.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
Okay, so I step forth, and then I slam the table with my hand, like, very hard, to the point where you can echo.
Classic.
Yeah.
Pizza flies everywhere. Cutlery. No cutlery.
Can I roll like an acrobatics to like grab a piece of pizza as it flies in the air and just eat it? Can I grab a piece of pizza?
Sure, you could like snatch a piece of pizza from the air and take a cool bite. That's performance or acrobatics.
Yeah.
Performance?
Yeah, because it's cool as hell.
I'm gonna start calling right now. All right, performance. So not acrobatics. That is +3. All right. Got a 15. Does that make it?
Sure. You snatch a piece of pizza out of the air. I'm not gonna say it's super. It's very hard, but that a 15 beats that. So yeah, you snatch a piece of pizza out of the air. You take a bite as you menacingly loom beside Zen in your buddy cop, your new buddy cop show. What's the name of your new buddy cop show?
Drake and Josh. I don't know.
A little bit of heaven and hell.
A little bit of heaven and hell.
Match made in hell.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
All right. Sure, why not?
So, Match Made in Hell, your new buddy cop comedy. As you team up the new noir film.
Are we gonna get a spin-off of
talk
this?
drama slash Brooklyn Nine-Nine parody.
Oh boy.
So you do your whole shtick. How do you want to do this?
All right, who wants to fess up? If it's anyone, if you tell me that it's you, right now, with no excuses or anything, I will cut you the slack and not punch you as hard as in the face as I can.
You see that people are definitely trembling, but they're not quite.
Okay. I'm not good with words in real life, so.
You can see that they're definitely trembling, but they're not quite. It's almost as if something is telling them they just don't want to talk.
Yeah, it's like something is not provoking them to speak. Almost like if it's a spell.
Roll insight.
I can't do that.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I keep forgetting. What's
I'm an old man.
Let's see here.
I need my medical pills. I need my Wednesday pills. Oh wait, it's a Sunday today.
Your Wednesday pills on a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
Roll
I'd be a horrible old guy.
That's a 15 insight. You start looking this person up and down, and so you're scanning through the crowd, and you notice that not only are both the elves and both the humans, but one or two different monks. They seem to be really itching to say something, like out of fear, but it's as if their tongues won't let.
A stand.
Objection.
What if I cut off their tongues? That wouldn't help, actually. Never mind.
No, that would not.
Yeah,
that just makes
surprisingly trying to get answers from someone without a tongue, let alone someone without a tongue that you chopped off, isn't necessarily
yeah, man, this happened in a JoJo episode. I didn't know what to do here. All right.
Oh,
So,
all right. I'll let you take the wheel.
Who didn't cause a murder? Yeah.
You see everyone puts up their hands.
I've definitely seen this somewhere. All right.
They say none of them put up their hands to say that they murdered someone, surprisingly.
So who murdered this person?
A few people point fingers, surprisingly.
To who?
You see
one person or a lot of people?
You see that both the humans point their fingers towards the elves, and the elves point back, and the monks point to the humans.
So like a circle of, or not really a circle, but they're just all pointing at each other?
Yeah, so the elves and the monks
are all the races are pointing to each other.
Are pointing towards the humans, and the humans are pointing towards the elves, and the humans look super surprised when they see that the monks are pointing to them.
All right, Liam, what I'm getting to here is that I'm saying the opposite things, and they're probably gonna like, okay, how to explain it to you?
Everyone say "I" if you're innocent.
All of them say "I."
I thought
they're not innocent.
All right, say "I" if you know something about the murder.
You see that the humans, the elves, and the monks all say "I." Or, well, not all the monks, but like two of them.
All of them?
So they know something about the murder.
Yes.
All right. Can I grab those people and like push them on the table? One of them. Can I just be like,
push
hey,
them on the table?
Like
is still up down.
Like.
So who knows? Does Ong know about the murder? Ong,
you mean Jacob Sartorius?
Yeah. Oh, I thought there was more than one monk.
Yeah, that guy.
There are more than one monk. There's like, let's say about 8 monks, including Jacob Sartorius, and 2 of them are pointing.
Oh.
All right. So Jacob Sartorius is one of the monks. So he knows.
Jacob Sartorius is not one of the monks. Sorry, I misspoke. Jacob Sartorius is not one of the monks that raised his hand and was like, I know what's going on here.
All right, so
those are
tell me, please, what is going on? If you know what's going on, I would tell me.
What do you not know what's going on? You got to think opposite here, because their tongues are like cut or something, or they're tied in this case. Or, I don't know.
You can
say their tongues are tied.
You can see one of them is like, well, I can tell you this.
He's lying.
I can tell you this. The humans had something to do with this.
What did they do?
They contributed to certain events. Of which
were?
And then you can see the monk points to the body and then points to them. The body which is still bleeding out on the floor. Well, not bleeding out, but like
wait,
the rest of their blood is draining.
Yeah. So
wait, what?
They can't say what they want to say, but they can do what they're trying to say. Can they write it down for me?
You can see as you ask them, can you write it down for me? They
are you illiterate? They say no. Okay.
Can you carve it in your own blood?
They look at you with wide eyes and vigorously shake their head no.
Yeah, I would have said no either.
Muzan Kibutsuji.
Can I like just prick one of them with a knife to see if like it's like if they get shocked they'll snap out of it.
Yeah.
You can like straight up just like come from behind someone and like give them a little poke with the knife. Yeah. They're bleeding out. I'm not gonna make you roll
like
for
in
that.
the arm, in the arm, like just Stabbing
you draw your
Or
dagger
just pinch them.
and approach them and just
That's not fun.
mildly stab them a little bit,
Mild.
and they bleed like a
What?
person,
Mild.
and nothing else changes.
Wow.
Now they're just mildly peeved at
would've
you because
thought?
you just stabbed them.
So that doesn't work.
I'll give you guys a few minutes to mull it over while we transfer on back to the bar with our good friends Elanor and Nia, who have managed to. Have you guys exited the bar?
No, we're still in the tunnel I made underneath
You're
the
still
bar.
you're still in the tunnel. If I remember
Yeah.
correctly, a few skulls had rolled into the hole that you made to check if Rogan was there, and they are now beginning to go off as
Sorry,
they.
I'm just going to correct you a little bit. It's Apology, not Rogan. I know that was very small, and I'm just going to correct you though.
You see that Hippolyta is in the hole with you guys.
Yeah. No, you said the skulls came in with Rogan. I'm just clarifying with Hippolyta. I know you meant that, but I'm still clarifying. Yeah.
So yeah, the skulls come in. They see Hippolyta, and they open their eyes, their empty eye sockets, and they begin to turn towards Hippolyta again, and are going to. You feel a slight stirring from above.
Okay. How much deeper can I dig before falling out of this plane?
You have seen it goes about like maybe 10 feet tops.
Okay.
It's not very
great. That could work. If I use mold earth and like take where they are and throw that down, will it stop the chain reaction or whatever?
Only one way to find it.
Okay. Elanor, do you want to do something or say something before I do that? Sorry, Jeffrey, can you hear her, or is it my Wi-Fi?
I cannot hear her.
Okay, so it's not me. Okay.
She's not muted.
No, she unmuted herself. So, and there she. Oh.
She disconnected. I just heard. Anyways,
Yeah.
I can't open up Discord and like see what's going on.
So yeah. Oh, she's back. Can you hear us? Okay.
Yes, I can hear. I was
you can hear her now.
Beautiful. Did you hear our predicament?
Yes, I've heard everything. Just I somehow.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
what would you like to
do? Could I possibly try and throw the skulls out of the hole? Maybe that'll stop the chain reaction?
The hole up top is closed. Our option is dig down into the exit of our plane of existence and try to toss them down into whatever is underneath.
Okay, because that's hard to imagine. Like, if the top
what could
is
go
closed,
wrong?
How could, like, if the top's closed, how in the world did the skulls get in?
When we opened it up, they fell in, and I quickly closed it.
Oh.
When you opened it up at the point where Rogan.
Oh wait, we were gonna get Hippolyta. Okay. So, do I have a sense of how much room I have between the door and the inside of the bar? With how much, like, in terms of how much space between the skulls and the door, and like
we're about like 10 feet from the door, like not far at all.
No. So, like, is the wave of skeletons close to the door?
It is from where you are right now. They're directly above you. The skeletons are like literally there's like a 5-foot cube where someone could stand in front of the door, and then there's the skeleton right beside you.
Okay, love that. Okay.
Shoot.
So, okay, we discussed this a little bit. So, if we don't do anything, we just sit there, will it get worse?
Yes.
Of course.
The skeletons will once again begin to stir as they realize that the intruder is still inside.
Alright, of course.
I
That
have
would
a
be too
question.
easy, wouldn't it? Go ahead.
Yes, Nia? Or sorry, God damn it, Elanor.
I'm just wondering if we leave the bar's like premises, would they stop?
Yes. Yeah, but she has to go out through the original door. It can't be slipping underneath. So what we can do is we can mold Earth a little cube just around where the door is. She gets up, gets out, the thing stops, we can then investigate.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we will do that. What would I have to roll?
Okay. So the first step is
to make like a little dome around the door so that Hippolyta can get out of the hole and immediately out.
That would just be a regular mold Earth.
Okay, so we're gonna do that.
That's nothing. You don't have to roll anything for that. You can just make the dome.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna do that. So now Hippolyta has to get up and out. I'm assuming that would be
also mold Earth. So you would need to make this. You would need 12, 18 seconds to do this overall. And the skulls are still in there with you. So if you want to attempt to do this all, go right ahead without any hesitation.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna say there were 3 skulls in there.
Of course.
I am going to roll.
If we break them, what happens? Like if we just full on stomp on them.
You could
That's
see
what I was thinking.
Or do you want to go straight for the molder?
I feel like we have to first take care of the skulls and then we can go in getting Hippolyta out.
Okay. I'm gonna say
what happens if we smash them?
You'd have to see that for yourself. I'm gonna give them priority in this, as it is like a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't go for it. I probably wouldn't, because they're probably gonna count us as intruders next.
If you do attack them, they will count you as intruders.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, he rolled numbers. That is scary. Okay, we don't.
Okay. So, do you want to stop them, or do you want to just make the Earth stuff?
Can the skulls alone attack her?
Huh?
Can the skulls alone attack? Or do they have to meet back up with the swarm before attacking?
You do not know. But as far as you do know, they are, again, it's a hive mind. Each individual bone seems to have its own individual control.
Right. Can we persuade? Is there any... Okay, we can... Can we try to persuade skulls to leave her alone?
They are immune to being charmed.
Of course they are.
It's cold logical code.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you think you could that you could seduce a computer, then you could seduce these skeletons.
I said reason. Like, say, please don't attack her. She didn't mean to hit you.
They don't hear you.
Of course. Okay. So, I think that the best course, we can talk to Hippolyta. Okay.
I'm just gonna have them attack real quick. So 2 of them hit, and they chomp down on Hippolyta's shins. The third one flies past her as she swats it away with her hand. So that's going to roll 2d4. 8 damage to Hippolyta.
Okay, so I can only do 1d4, so at the max it can do 12 damage. She probably has, let's say, 20. Probably not. She has probably more than 20 health.
She has more.
That's what I have.
So Hippolyta is now, she takes an enormous amount of damage for it's not bloodied yet, but she is clearly pained, as it doesn't seem that like the actual force of the bite itself is what hurt her. You can tell that the jaws, they have like no muscle. It's all like magical movement. So they're all being like moved and puppeteered by some sort of magical force. They have no real muscle to put force into the bite. However, it seems that as they dig their teeth in, like even just through her clothing, something begins to spread. And it's a dark necrotic energy that begins that begins to infect her.
Oh no.
Okay, Shane, Elanor, what spells do you have that could get her up and out? So now we have to assess what the magic is. I can use my detect poison for that. If you can get a way to like make a hole or barrier, hold on, let me pull up your sheet that you have. Let's do that. I'm just gonna quickly steal your character's information, if you don't mind.
Good thing I don't have anything personal there.
Oh yeah, that would be
That would just be spoiler.
Oops, completely ruined your whole side quest. Sorry. Okay, so dancing the light.
Dancing light is only for distraction.
Yeah, I'm just quickly. I don't like this one. What about Sanctuary?
Ooh, Sanctuary. One moment. Let me take a look at that spell. Elanor, let's see here. Spells.
How do you carry one hit point? A lot of hit points.
Let me take a look at the Sanctuary spell. Okay. You ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the spell. This spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects, such as the explosion of a fireball, the warded creature, yada yada. So they will not be able to hit Hippolyta.
Yeah. But because of the hive mind, would they then deflect onto us if they fail their saving throw? Because of that, they
perceive you as attempting to aid Hippolyta.
Oh,
then they
so it's like a healing spell, basically.
So we basically can't do anything and have to let her do it herself. Is basically what it is. Because we need to still investigate where Rogan was. So we have to be able to stay inside the bar. Which means Hippolyta has to get up her. Would making a hole count as helping? If it was like, oh, let me just get out myself. Oh, look, she happens to use the hole as well.
I would say it wouldn't count as helping her now.
Okay, here is what we are going to do. Let me go ahead and go with the dirt wall. Elanor, you are going to use your mace. You have a mace, right? Hold on. I looked at this.
Yes, I do have a mace.
Yes, you are going to use your mace. Hold on, is the floor stone above her? Like, is the floor of the bar stone or wood? Second.
I did not hear. You are somehow ear-piercingly loud in my, and yet I cannot understand anything that you are saying in my headphones.
Fine. Okay. What is the material of the flooring above us?
It is wood. It is just like normal wood. Not particularly strong, just wood.
Great. Elanor, you are going to use your mace and destroy the floor above, which will give her action to get up and out of the hole, which will then end the hive mind.
One more time. I'm sorry.
Technically, we're like near the back, so it's like.
No, we are right by the door.
You're right by the door. There's like 10.
You might want to turn down Lauren.
Yeah, that's probably. I'm gonna turn you down just a little bit. Okay, try speaking, Lauren.
Okay, can you hear me?
That seems about right.
Okay, so here's the plan. I am going to make the dirt wall or stone wall or whatever. I'm going to make the wall. Elanor will take her mace and break a hole above. Yeah, you know what? She's going to break a hole above us. Hippolyta will then use her action to get up and out of the bar, because the hole will be right by the door. So as soon as she steps out, then the hive mind will end, and everything will go back to normal, which then will let me and Elanor investigate where Rogan was.
Okie doke, you can do that.
Beautiful.
All I'm
Watch
gonna
your
need is an attack roll from Elanor to see if you can like break the wood.
I think
So-
only D20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
D20 plus whatever
Plus-
your modifier is.
Let's see here. It is a D20
Plus 2.
plus
2.
Yep, 2 exactly.
6.
That is actually enough. It's an inanimate object, and the wood's not like super strong. You take your mace and you hold it by the handle and you drive it up through the floorboards and begin smashing up through below. Here's Johnny. Not to be confused with Papa Jonathan, the Pizza King himself. So you both emerge, or sorry, not both of you. Hippolyta emerges, and in a mad dash of sheer athleticism, even though the bones have already stirred to try to catch her, she can take the disengage action, and she is out. She shuts the door behind her. You guys are now technically in there, and the bones begin to wriggle back as they had previously stirred. They begin to reform into the individual waiters.
Okay.
You guys can now freely investigate Rogan's, I guess, crater from where he was.
Okay, let's go ahead and
do it.
Do that. Well, where is this?
Please hope he's okay.
He's gonna be part of the baseball. I'll sorry for the spoilers, everyone.
So yeah, Hippolyta runs out into the now evening as of the night sky.
Right. Okay. So investigation, right? That is +4. Where's the +1 on this? That is a 22.
22. You begin to search around.
Well, let me get my paper. Okay.
You begin to search around the crater where Rogan was as the skeletons begin to reform themselves. Click, click, click as bones snap back into place of the waiters. Skulls begin to connect onto spine like Lego onto another Lego brick. You take a look around where Rogan was. Rogan, or at least where Rogan once was, you see indents on the floorboards beneath Rogan. Something heavy left where Rogan was standing. You only see, you begin to trace them out. You see footprints leading up to there of the boots of Rogan. They were muddied from and like dirty from the Merida streets.
Mm-hmm.
And you do not see those boot prints anymore as the large, heavy footprints lead outward. So Rogan was not walking out of here. Something else left this bar with him.
Something else.
You begin to look around and you see the fur of something large. You see coarse black fur. The coarse black fur of something large and very feral in nature. You, from expertise, can tell that this is some sort of wild animal fur, perhaps something like a wolf or a big cat.
Sorry, so Rogan's boots are leading up to where he was when he sealed the door.
Up until he gets crushed by the things. There,
and then
a blood stain.
And then we don't see them anymore?
You still see the dripping of blood, but you don't see his boot prints.
Okay.
And you see large, heavy footprints and coarse black animal fur.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, sorry. You got confused me a little bit. Okay, so let me finish right. Can I do a little, would that be a nature check or investigation?
What are you trying to do right now? Do you want to know where Rogan went? Or animal? That would be a nature check.
Okay. 18.
18. You begin to examine it further. You've seen a few of this species before out in the forest. This is definitely a big cat fur. Seems a little more like jaguar fur than anything. But it's not. It's not any like normal jaguar. This is from your time in the Fey Forest. You would know this is a Fey influenced jaguar.
Okay.
Some sort of cat has some sort of giant jaguar cat or something with big heavy paws left here with Rogan.
Fun. Okay.
If you would like to go outside again, your friend Kayleen, the only surviving companion from your village, is outside.
Yes, but I do not know that yet. Okay, can I ask one of the skeletons?
Can you ask one of?
Can I go to a skeleton and say, "Oh, there was a person by the door. Do you know where he is?"
The skeleton cannot talk. It just rattles at you. Although you do realize that the skeleton at the desk slowly begins to reform. The one that you know is in fact capable of speech.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a little. I'm gonna give him a minute to recompose himself. And get. I don't want to be jumping on him right away because that would not be a very good way to start a conversation. I'm gonna help Elanor out of the hole. She needs help. Elanor, do you need help out of the hole?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and help Elanor out of the hole.
Yeah, you can just do that.
Yeah, okay. So, has the skeleton reassembled yet?
He's still kind of like coming back. You see that it's been like, okay, so I'm gonna say it's been like 30 seconds when the door opens again and someone comes in. It is your friend.
Okay.
You see your friend is wearing a nice orange robe as she enters. She's wearing like attire that suggests that she's been in Merida for a while.
Okay.
Hey, it's been a long time. What
Yeah.
was that about it? Your friend, I caught up with her just outside. She said that you were in here, that you got into a bit of trouble, that you were looking for someone.
Yeah, he's a purple tiefling. Hold on, I wrote it down. Let me find it. Hold on. Purple tiefling with deer horn. So what is that honking?
Interesting.
Sorry, out of character, what is that honking? Does anyone know?
I didn't see. Huh. Okay, I did see someone just leave here. That kind of reminds me of that. I just saw them leave. If you wanted to go after them, if you're looking for them, they looked like they were kind of on a rampage, though. Is the problem?
Well, how close is the skeleton to been being to reassemble? How much longer estimated?
It's still reassembling. It is a very large. It is an amalgamation of truly so many bones. It would take about another minute. It shouldn't take too much longer, but it would take like another minute.
Okay. So Shay, Elanor, would you want to stay here and ask him once he reassembles. I will go try to find Rogan. So what time of day is it? You said evening?
It is, yeah, it is evening. It is, the night is just beginning to begin.
Great. Or, so we can do one of two things. You can either stay here and ask him when he reassembles. We can then meet up somewhere at a given time. Option 2, we both go try to find Rogan. If we cannot, well, let's say before late nightfall, we then come back and then we can do one of those.
Your friend kind of tags in for a second. She's like, I have a few friends around the city. It would be totally cool to like catch up while we go find your friend. I could totally help.
I definitely cut out. I did not hear what you just said. Sorry.
I just like, I know it's been a while, but like I have a few contacts around the city. I'd love to like tag in and help you out, like catch up while we go find your friend. They're like, we should know where they're coming, where they're going. They were kind of like being, let's just say the circumstances kind of drove a path through the crowd. There's a bit of a stir going on out there.
Was there a big cat involved?
Huh?
Was there a big cat involved?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Oh god, so that was like what everyone was freaked out about. We could like, I'm still pretty
Black
good
Panther.
with my old tracking skills. If you wanna, we could head after him.
Yeah, sorry, what's my character's movement as human 30, right? Yeah,
It's 30. All of you have 30 movement.
Okay.
50 if you sprint.
So I want to turn into a dog. I feel like that may help.
You can turn into a dog. That's 40 movement.
Yeah.
Dash is still 20, so that would be 10 extra feet.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to turn into a dog. Sorry, Elanor, you are fine with. Let's go find him or try to find him. If we can now, we come back. Are you good with that?
Yep.
Okay. So let's go ahead and do that.
Any trouble?
No.
Okay.
I hope not. Don't hit a skeleton on the way out.
I will try not to.
Okay, let's put our hands together and slowly exit the bar. Make sure we don't hit anyone. Don't need that right now. So let's exit the bar and then we will decide. I don't want to accidentally hit someone.
You exit the bar. There is a very clear path of havoc leading down the road, up towards the foothills of Merida.
Okay. Start quickly. Perception to see if I see a stable.
If you see a stable, roll.
Roll, yeah. So we're 20 plus.
Actually, did you bring Pony with you, by the way?
I don't think so, no. That would have been smart. I should probably start bringing my horse. So I rolled a 14. Is there any chance I see a stable or something?
You rolled a 14. Doesn't appear to be any stables nearby.
Okay, let's run it.
Okay. So do you want to turn into a dog?
Yeah, let's do that and run it.
Let's run that marathon.
You turn into a adorable fluffy dog. And you and your friend dash off through the city streets. With Elanor. Elanor, you feel your heavy armor. It doesn't quite weigh on as much on you as you would normally feel, as it would appear that your little moss bud is actually doing you a favor in lightening the burden himself. Or themselves, as it is a genderless creature. So the little green moth thing with like googly eyes essentially is making sure you're doing okay. And then there's like Kayleen she runs like the wind. She barely touches the ground as she runs and sprints. You feel as though she's actually moving faster than you, Nia. It appears to be some sort of ranger ability where she is so proficient in this urban setting that she has become more. She's so good at navigating that she seems to like get how to run over like the sandstone cobbles to like get leverage and propel herself forward. So you guys start heading off after whatever took Rogan.
Okay.
So how long do we run?
How long what?
So are the tracks becoming fresher as we progress? As in, are we catching up with them?
Actually,
Or
roll
the Jaguar?
acrobatics for me.
Oh,
Or just flat dexterity. It's up to you.
let's go with they're the same. So doesn't really matter. That would be a 20.
That's a dirty 20. You guys are gaining on whatever took Rogan. You can see before you in your dog form, you sniff them out, and now as you get farther away from the actual civilization, you begin to see the foothills in the looser dirt. You start to see the outline of paw prints. Roll a nature check.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that is 4, but let me just find it again. That is 4, yeah. Okay. That would be a
You can't tell much from these tracks, but you know that they do lead you to Rogan, regardless.
Yeah.
You keep following, and eventually you make it to a open area far away from the light of the city, and it's a tiny little ravine that goes down into the earth. Just barely moonlight will seep through, and it is almost complete shadow. You guys slink closer, and you see 2 glaring yellow eyes piercing through the dark.
Oh no.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Here is what we are going to do. I've been waiting to use the tattoo. The time is now. Okay. So I'm gonna change out of my dog form, and I will activate the power of the tattoo to talk to it.
Okay. Just because you can't talk, what do you want to say first?
Elanor, any ideas?
Just because you can talk to it doesn't mean it's going to want to talk to you.
I know. I've been waiting. Elanor, do you have any ideas of what to say to it?
It depends. Are you going for hostility or
No, we're not gonna do that. That's
I
not
realize
what we want.
this fight might be a bit heavy on you guys.
So definitely, just a friendly reminder. I have 24 hit points. When did I get?
Ooh,
I don't recall getting 24 hit points.
Maybe you guys can talk to your. It's fine. We'll see. We'll deal with it when it comes to that.
Elanor, any ideas of how to not engage in this combat that will most likely kill me, if not both of us?
I'm sorry, I have no other ideas.
Yeah. Okay. Fun. So
Sorry.
I will. Yeah. Okay. I can't come up with ideas. It's not. Okay. Let me ask. Sorry, do we see Rogan as well, or just the eyes?
You just see the eyes. It is almost completely dark, with the exception of a few rays of moonlight that come through the cracks in the top of the chasm.
Yeah. Okay. I will ask the Jaguar why they want Rogan.
Why they want what?
Rogan. Why did they take him from the bar?
The Jaguar is confused for a second and says nothing. You can try rolling persuasion to try and get an answer out of them.
Let's do that. Oh, could it be animal handling? I have a slightly better. I have +6 right now on animal handling. +0 on persuasion. Can I try animal handling?
You know what? I'd say that makes sense. Sure.
Yes. The more closer to a higher roll is always better. That is a 12. Good thing I went with that.
I will crush you, little elf. They are not very friendly.
Okay. Fun. Okay. Or any idea?
They begin to slink closer.
Okay, I will keep my eyes locked with theirs, kind of, and take a step back, not removing eye contact.
Does anybody know how jaguars work? Is that like a good way to diffuse the situation with a jaguar?
That's what you do with sharks. I don't know.
I know
Literally.
with wolves, you're just supposed to stand still and they won't do anything.
Yes,
So,
if it's coming closer to me,
I mean, don't put
they
your
don't have ranged
don't
attack.
show your back to a jaguar.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah, that's
no,
what I'm
if she
thinking.
steps
Find that as
back
an
while keeping eye
opportunity.
contact, is that good? Is that a good thing?
Yeah, like
You
don't
walk
wanna give
backwards
them
slowly.
the attack of opportunity, and they don't have a ranged attack, so I don't want to stay still. I would like to, if they're coming forward, I'm moving back.
So you lock eyes with this jaguar,
Oh, okay.
and you
Let me
begin to
move
step
first.
further back, step by step. Elanor, you raise your shield.
Damn it, Elanor!
And you raise your shield in protection, and you keep a hand at your waist
How about
for
Elanor
your
doesn't
mace.
do that?
Okay, you can just not do that. I'm trying to end on a dramatic note here.
No, I know, but if you're grabbing your mace, that may look slightly hostile.
But they
Okay,
can't
she
see
just raises
anything
her
now.
shield.
Fine.
Actually,
she can
Elanor,
raise
what do
her-
you want to do?
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
I guess I'll just raise my shield.
Elanor raises her shield. Oh, wait, go on. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. For me, I'm trying to keep eyes with them, but also trying to make sure, like, Nia doesn't get attacked either. Like,
Elanor, as
in the middle.
As Nia begins to step back, you take a step forward, raising your shield, kind of keeping her behind you, raising a hand.
Why is she stepping forward? That's not a good idea.
As this happens, you realize that you have lost track of Kayleen.
Oh
and
no.
just as that happens, blotting out the moon for just a second with her beautiful orange cloak that begins to unfurl and block out the moonlight, she descends upon the back of the jaguar, which rears up, revealing it to be a bipedal jaguar monster with 2 massive deer stag horns that come from its head, and two yellow eyes that look all too familiar. The eyes.
It's Rogan.
It's Rogan.
I
the were-jaguar. And just like that, we're going to end it tonight. I hope you all had fun. Tune in next time for the thrilling conclusion to our murder mystery and our wonderful mystery of the curse.
Freddy Fazbear Murder Mystery.
Bye. Freddy Fazbear Murder Mystery.
Bye.